What's going on, YouTubes? Oh, geez, RC's here coming at you from the RC Corner. Episode 168. How do we know, guys? You already know, because we got to write stuff down because we're old. But anyway, how you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. Today is, if you're wondering, December the 2nd, Tuesday at 10:12 p.m. And these videos are, like, way overdue. I don't even know when you guys are going to see them. It'll be longer than that, but the problem we have with these trucks, like you've already seen it, that problem video was from almost 2 weeks ago. I'm just now getting around to getting them fixed. Because everything's been happening and nothing's been happening really good. So, yeah, we got to get on the ball with getting these fixed, at least a couple of them anyway. If you watched the last short I put up, you guys got to see the big rocket man here, the mighty sledge, the big Creighton killer with the roosters. Yep, and the Power Hobby rooster paddles on him. He's just a ripping and gripping with those damn things on, boys. He was getting it in the snow and ice. Fun stuff right there. But today's episode is about this boy right here, the constant problem, the thorn in my side, as I call him. Because, yeah, the last time we had him out, 2 times ago, he burned up a spur gear. And then here just recently, we were out there, well, 2 weeks ago recently, he snapped the front A-arm, this one, I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was this side over here he broke. Could have been the other side possibly, but I think it was this side. And, yeah. And this time, he decided to munch up his clutch belt. So this isn't going to be a quickie. This is going to be somewhat of a little bit of an operation here, because we have to, you know, if anybody's ever worked on a Savage, we got to take him apart. And, yeah, we got to remove the engine, and while we're in there, we're going back to a stock 47 tooth spur gear, composite, which I have 4 brand new ones in the box. They came in mail call a while back, so even if we tear this down into 2 episode, guys, and we just go over the problem and check him out, I think the shocks might need to be loaded up a little bit, because he's pretty soft. I mean, I love his suspension, and Lord knows he flies really good right now. You guys have all seen that, but, yeah, he might need a little tuning up here and there. So we might just strip him down, take the tranny out, check out the transmission on him, make sure everything's tight and right. Take the engine out, wipe it down really good, because we know it's running good. It's running really good. And, yeah, put a new clutch bell in there and make sure the bearings are good in the clutch bell, and we'll get him started. It's going to be kind of like a slight little rebuild. I'm going to title this one, let's rebuild, one of the OG beasts. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like what we did on paintball. We're going to tear him down and put him back together and just make sure everything's right and tight and the way it's supposed to be. Probably be long drug out for some of you. Some of you might be interested. Some of you might not be interested. Could be just good for background noise. Either way, I can't help it, guys. I got to rebuild him and put him back together. And if I'm going to take the engine out of him and go through these nuts and bolts, some of them are probably going to need to be cut out. Some of them might come out on their own. We never know until we get there. But either way, yeah, if we're going to go that deep, we might as well get in a little deeper. Had some mail call come the other day on top of a lot of other things. We got all kinds of stuff that's came in the mail, little odds and ends. We're getting ready to order some more here. Merry Christmas to us, right? But a couple 17 tooth clutch bells. Yep, these are supposed to be the M1s. They're kind of light. I don't think these are the M1s. They usually say it on them anyway, but these are supposed to be the racing ones, hardened. We'll see. But that's one reason why we're going back to a composite spur gear, because he ran always good with a composite spur gear in him, having a 3-speed tran in him. So we're going back to a 17 tooth. I think he's got an 18 in him now. It was an 18. Could have been even 17, but I think it was an 18. I have 18s and 19s coming in the mail. They should be here sometime this week, but you never know with the mail system, especially with the mail system about to get jacked up because of the holiday. You know, the United States Postal Service is a joke to begin with. 364 days out of the year. Well, that week before Christmas, they got an excuse to really screw things up. So, yeah, mail system's not going to be good, boys and girls. Just prepare yourself for that. If you're ordering anything, get it ordered now. Get it ordered 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, because it's going to take a long time to get here. That's all I'll say about that. So, with all that being said, all that waffling, let's get him tore down. We got batteries charged for the big sledge over here on the side. Little tangent, little squirrel moment going on here. My ADHD's kicking in hard tonight. I'm feeling pretty good, not too bad, but batteries are freshly charged for him. We left his roosters on him in case we get the urge to go out and run him we got to go squeeze trigger on something, we can get him out. It's a lot easier. I know, boys, I like my nitros. We all know nitros #1. Love my nitros, but if I can get him out and just squeeze trigger and throw some snow, that's what we'll do. So he's cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Grubby's over there. You guys have already seen the Grubby Snow Tundra videos where we had the 4 paddle wheels on him. He's got another set of paddle tires coming too. So he'll have his own, and Rocket will have his own. Paintball's going to be easy. Showtime over there is good to go. Bad Juju is good now. We got him straightened out. So yeah, everything's in the mix, and you guys will see videos and all that stuff coming up. So with that being said, let's dive into this boy right here and see what we can not get accomplished in a 35-40 minute video. Like I said, I don't want to keep you guys here all day, but I got to get this done. Got to get this done, boys and girls. And I've also noticed, you guys seen in the last video with Grubby, and I don't know if I'll be able to find this in here or not. If I dig it out, I know it's in here, but it's happened to me twice. I didn't think too much about it until now, but Grubby spun out a wheel. He spun off one of his paddles. It's because this is the nut. You guys see that? That's a wheel nut. That is one of those, which means this flange, this nut flange right here, is not part of the actual nut itself, which I thought it was. It's a totally separate piece, because what that means is that I have tightened these down, tightened them down so tight that they draw up and the flange pushes on the rim, and I'm actually popping that flange off that nut right there, popping it right off. And the only thing sitting on the stem was that nut like that, when that's supposed to be under like that. So by over tightening these Savage X wheel nuts, these are only the 12 millimeter, 14 millimeter axles. Yeah, I'm actually snapping the flange off it by using the impact gun and making sure they're on there tight. That's how that happened. I was banging my head against the wall trying to figure out what that was, how that happened, and how he spun a wheel. And that's how. So to avoid that problem, we have, which I'm not going to be able to dig them out real quick like, but we have 17 millimeter wheel adapters in there for the Savages. So they'll probably go on Grubby for sure. And I only have 2 sets. So one set's definitely going on Grubby, and the other set's probably either going to go on the Problem or on Paintball. Maybe even Bad Juju. I don't know yet. We got to work that out, and I got to buy more of them anyway. So we can get away from these and get away from these and go to an actual 17 millimeter hub extender. Not really an extender, it's just a cap that goes over this, slides over the 12 mil and turns it into a 17 mil, so you don't have to worry about this. You can go back to using just 17 millimeter wheel sizes like what are on, you know, the Armas and the Traxxases and stuff. So I figured I'd throw that out there for PR in case anybody was wondering or not. And that's that wheel nut that won't come off right there. We got to figure out why. Because we tried taking that out the last time and we about stabbed our hands. Actually, we did stab our hands once. Yeah, see, this sucker right here does not want to come off. It's going to take me 5 days to find that freaking screwdriver. Come on. See, it's drawn up on there so tight. Right there. That's why. Because it doesn't have one there. It's right there. It's drawn up on that sucker tight. And this is going to be a pain in my butt. There we go. Cool. Boom. Oops. All right. All right. Those are gone. Come on. Yeah, when they're pulling up that tight that it's actually riding up on there, not wanting to come off, means I'm really cranking it down on there. means we're really snapping them down on there, guys. The whole trick to this is to not stab ourselves in the hand. Again. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how that happened. Throw that away now. We don't need that no more. Alright. Alright. And just to start getting this prepared back here. Get these up. We can spread the old legs, see if any of these are going to loosen up. Okay. Good. That makes me happy. And we can check over his motor mount plate, make sure he's not broken like Grubby's is. That's becoming a problem that we're running into here lately. But back to originally what I said 3 hours ago before I went on 16 different tangents. Hope you guys are all having a good night tonight. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow's hump day. And we've got a lot of snow here. If you guys have watched my last couple videos, you've seen it. Where it's not going nowhere. We haven't gotten no more since then, but oh, come on now. What we have is not going nowhere. That's for sure. No, it's not. It's like 4 degrees outside. It's been a wee bit cold. I'm gonna put you guys on pause, go get my little lighter. I haven't got a torch yet, guys. I can't bring myself to buy a crack torch. But I'm gonna have to get one anyway because it'll make this a lot easier. But let me go grab a lighter. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, boom, back. Yeah, a little butane torch would make this, a lot of these, so much easier for everything. Even getting the sleeves out of the blocks and stuff like that would be easier with a little torch. Heat guns are nice, but they don't get it hot enough and in a precise area like a little torch would. Okay, got that one barely. Doesn't even get hot. Not really. That didn't even get hot enough to make a difference. But yeah, good. He's all open and ready to go. Pop the linkage off him here. Get that off. Get the 2 carriage screws at the bottom. 1, 2. Okay, that's all good. We should be able just to pop the whole rear end out now, minus the exhaust being held on over here. There's the rear end. Let's see. Dark one. Rear end. Spread the cheeks. Being commissioned for a Savage build. Pretty excited about that from a good buddy of mine. He's been watching me run my trucks long enough that he knows that my stuff runs. Might not be the best, might not be the fastest, might not be a lot of things, but my stuff runs, and it runs really good, and it runs all the time. So I'm going to build him a truck. I'll probably start on that after Christmas, and we can make a little build series about that too. That's gonna be fun. Looking forward to doing that as well. Got to get my new lights set up over here. I'm getting rid of all of this. One light going over there. One light in this corner to light the whole thing up. Make more room on the bench. Get that out of there and so forth like that. So yeah, Big changes coming, guys. If I can stay not sick long enough, it's going to be good stuff coming. Good stuff coming. All right. Yeah, he blistered that clutch bell. He tore it up. And the bearings are still good. No, hardly any backlash whatsoever. So we can put another one in here and crank it down, and it's going to be good to go. And he's got, oh my God, has he got a lot of pop left. He has a lot of compression. If you grab that flywheel, guys, and bounce the engine this way, if you're losing your compression, if your sleeve's weak, the motor will flip right over. But if you have good compression, it won't. It'll stay right there like that and just bounce. That's the piston fighting the pinch on the sleeve. Now I can force it and flip it over. So it's got some miles on it, but it is still rock solid. And the best thing about that is I have brand new pistons and sleeves for these 28 engines. I have a couple of them. So the day ever comes that we have to rebuild a couple of these big bad boys, that's what we're going to do. Is these old school 28s, 4.6s. These are the gems of the gems. You guys see how fast the problem is. You see how fast Grubby is. That's because they're the OGs. Showtime truck over there. Oh my God, you guys see how fast Showtime truck is, and that's got that purple-headed 28 in it that 4.6 that I got from my bud John there back in the day on a trade. That thing's a monster. So yeah, the purple-headed 4.6s. If you can still get them, you can buy pistons and sleeves for the inside of them. But there's something about this block and this whole setup, this 2-needle carb, that makes these things just insane HPI engines. Insane. I think John likes the ones with the shade purple heads on the side of them with the 3-needle carbs. I don't. I prefer the 2-needle carbs. You know, a lot of guys like him like that 3-needle carb though. A little bit higher tunability. But me, myself, I've always liked the simplicity of the 2 needles. I mean, the 3 needles aren't a problem. I've tuned those my whole life too, especially in the race cars and pan cars or road cars are 3 needle. But if I have a choice, I'll take 2 needle all day long. Especially just for a basher truck. Makes it even easier. We got some foliage falling down in here. You see me going over all this because you know OG's rule. You can see it, clean it. So that's what we're doing. Sorry if you guys can't see anything if I'm bouncing around too much for you. I was going to mount the camera right here, but then you can't see what I see if I'm looking around, so I decided not to do that. We already went over and cleaned this one way, so we're not worried about that. And I know the air filter's still good and clean. Yeah, inside's still all right. He's getting dirty. Matter of fact, we could change him. I think we have brand new ones down there because I got him triple socked. Got 2 inner socks and 1 outside sock on him. So yeah, he's doing good. We'll get to him in just a minute, but look at all these shavings, boys and girls. Look at all these shavings. Yes, it is crazy shavings in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Big drama coming up too. You guys know that. We're going to be tearing down Doomsday truck. Big 3.2 Savage. See if we can salvage that 3.2 motor that's inside there. Yeah, probably dirty, Bubby. Dirty, dirty, dirty. We're not going to go through and clean all this off, guys. We're not going to. It doesn't need it. He's fine. Dip is the dip. Everything is going to be just fine the way it is. If we were going to do anything, we'd tighten his shocks up a little bit, but I think his shocks are actually fine. He sets good and low, just like I like him to do. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh, and once again, we got Summer Archer back here playing Call of Duty behind me. just giving her some watch time, boys and girls, you know, because when you click on their live streams, the longer you watch them, the more points that YouTube gives them for actual viewing hours. So I just let her and a few other ones like Urban Legend and Rughead, and sometimes bashing it RC. Sometimes I put him on autopilot back there if I'm busy wrenching, just to give them the watch hours, you know. So it helps out their channels a lot. You don't have to interact if you don't want to, but just to leave your TV playing their video for a little while or their live stream helps them out considerably. And we're all about helping each other out. Well, we're supposed to be all about helping each other out anyway. Some people not so much. They don't do that so much, but for the majority, most of us try to. So there, yep, that's all we're going to do to him. We just wiped him down real quick, and you can see these shocks are dirty as heck, so they're probably leaking. Look at that. Yeah, he's probably bone dry. Like I said, if we were going to do anything, we'd go back over his shocks, but he's got oil in there. Got good oil in there. Yeah, these shocks are okay. Get my $1 million towels here. So, that's what we're doing right now. His rear end is going to be good the way it sits. Sorry about that, guys. Good the way it sits. It was fun getting them out in the snow in one of them. I don't know if I got that far in that tangent I was on or not when I was telling you guys about it, but I had the big Sledgeinator and Grubby out in the tundra running the other day, and it was a blast because I haven't had Grubby outside like in the snow like that since last winter when I had him out there in tundra Grubby. Remember that, guys? And it was like 17 degrees below zero. Yep. Also Grubby and Rocket went out, the Creighton Killer. They went out and played in the snow just a couple days ago. I was feeling pretty good and decided to go out and make some content, and they were getting the groove on. Fun times. Okay. Hopefully I'll be getting my little air compressor in here. I'm bringing my air compressor in, moving my furniture around. It's going right here next to the table. I can boil most of the stuff off. I don't care about it flying everywhere. I clean my house all the time anyway, so it'll be all right. But yeah, get my little work area even a little better organized. Little better organized. All right. Rear end's good. Front end's good. Cage is not broken like it is on Grubby. Grubby's cage is broken bad. This one side is, but it'll do for now. These brakes are looking good. They're all tight and right, I believe. Okay. I just found out tonight that my girl back here, Summer, is a Canadian resident. So hey, Luke and Mike and all you guys up there, and Joe and Doug and JP and everybody. Hey, you got a female gamer up there, guys, that's liking the RC stuff, her and her son. So maybe we'll get her over there watching your guys' stuff too, and you guys can give her some support. Everybody help everybody out. Everybody help everybody out. So, ooh, that brake disc is chewed up, but he's still running good. So I said we wanted to change that to a composite. That's what we're going to do right now. So we get this moved over here, guys. I got to get all this stuff out of here too and rearrange all of this to get only the important stuff up there. So we're not going to get in there. Those are the wheel nuts and stuff. Here we go. Here's a brand new 47, and the bushing is in there. We'll pop. Yeah, we'll just leave that bushing in there. Do we have another bushing? See if we have any more or not. I can't remember if we got any oddball ones laying around. There's one. It's in a 52 tooth, and I don't see us using no 52 tooth. And there's another one that's in a 49. We'll leave the one in the 49 because we're more apt to use that one. So, new 47 right there. Pop the bushing out of the 49. Get it back in the old toolbox. Get our slipper pads back in here so we don't ruin those. Ba-bam. Okay, done. Okay, here we go with this crap. You guys know I hate doing this. I don't like it. We got lucky the last time, fellas. I don't know if we'll get lucky again. Yeah, we did. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Good job. Cool. Back over there. Back over there. I don't know if we're going to dive off into that hardware or not. I guess I should keep that box down or try finding the kit. I don't know if I got one of them in there or not. I don't know. Awesome little hardware kit, guys. Picked this up off Amazon. $6 and $6 a piece. Yeah, pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. If you must know, that's way too small. That's not going to fit. I don't know if one of these washers might sit down in there. If they will, that's going to be just amazing. It's going to be amazing if we can get one of those washers to fit. All right. Well, all right. Where'd you go? Oh, boys and girls. Okay. Now, if this fits, that screw fits down in that washer, we're in business. Summerbecker just a cussing. Now set you over here. There you go. And does it fit? Yes, and it fits big. So maybe this little one will fit in there. Did we get lucky and get some shims? Oh yes, we did, boys and girls. We are in luck. Right there. Bonus. So we will take a couple of those. We will take a couple of those in case we use them here in just a second. That worked out good, guys. For once, something worked out in our favor, fellas. Yes, it did. All right. Yes. So, good. I know we're jumping around, but it'll be all right. Okay, there's a bearing. There's a bearing. There's a jump clutch bell. That was a very nice. I don't even know what that was. I probably should try counting it to see. At least so I know what it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 tooth. So this is an 18 tooth. We're going down 1 tooth size. Big deal. Not worried about that. We have 18s coming, 18s and 19s coming in the mail. So we're going to stick with the 17s. That's what I have right now on hand. And let's see. All right, one step at a time. Take care of our trash here. And if you guys seen in the last couple videos ago, I talked about Pirate Racing, that new sticker I got. That's the sticker I got with my new ramp, because I bought a second ramp, a second white ramp, just like the one we got, boys and girls. That nice one that we use all the time. Yeah, well, OG's got another one of those now, because we got it during Black Friday sales. That sucker was $60 off. Couldn't pass that up. No, could not pass that up. things to move. Oh yeah, that's really good. That one's a little geezy. But we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. Lay those right there. Put some 3-in-1 oil. Press it down to get it past the ring. Press it down, press it down. Ba-boom. Alright, so the washers still stayed on there, the spacer is on there, so that's good. We can put that one back on. And new clutch bell. Alright. Secondary bearing will go on. Now these suckers right here are about wore out. That one, that's a good shim bearing. We'll leave that one there. Or spacer, I should say. Oh, no, you don't fit. They put on the screw, but not on the shaft. Oh. So, we're going to use the bigger ones. Where are they at? Where do we have those at? I think those are the ones that we bought. Yeah, that one will work like that. This one we can shave it down. That one will work too. But let's look and see what we got, boys and girls. Guess it was too good to be true, huh? You know how it is. You know how it is. Nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. Okay. Black marks on my forehead. And we gotta change the brake too in bad juju. So let's see if we got anything remotely close to that size over there. Yeah, because these were the ones that I thought would fit over that, and they will if we drill them out. So those will be coming in handy at some time or another. But for right now, you need to look around. There's another bushing right there. That's a good one. That one will fit on there. Right there. Yes, that's a perfect fit, I think. So that small one might be what we need to ride on that. Okay. Anyway, it's going to be fun building that truck for my buddy. Probably start on that next year after Christmas and stuff gets all by and everything's done and taken care of for the season. Well, a little bit too tight. A little bit too tight. That's got a little resistance on it, but it'll wear in really good. It's spinning right on the shaft. Zero backlash. That thing is tight. And it's spinning below the brass bushing, and it's spinning below the secondary washer because the primary washer that's on the bearing itself is good and tight. So cool. He's done. He is done. I'll jam all this back in here again. This is why you don't throw nothing away, boys and girls. Never. I never throw anything away. You never know what you could use. There's a new one. You never know. I went to the hardware store too, you know, especially hardware store, Ace Hardware. You think I can find little brass bushings like that? No. So what I'm thinking about doing is cutting my own and getting steel rod or copper rod or even brass rod, you know, and whatever size this is, probably 3/8 diameter or something like that. And yeah, and cutting it and drilling them out myself, making a whole shit ton of them. Never be without them. Make my own bushings, make everything, cut it all myself, easy peasy. Just be done with it. Make your own. When in doubt, cut your own. It's just a lot easier that way. So much easier that way. Alright. Grubby's got a bent dog bone, but we're not going to worry about that as we need to get more dog bones too. And the bricks. Okay. Bam. Bam. Like I said, all this stuff's going to get rearranged. A little bit better organization. I don't know what the hell that is. I think it's empty. What is that? Alright. Boom, out of the spur gear. Toot, 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 toot. Mm-hmm. 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 Perfectly good. Perfectly good. Perfectly fine. So that's gonna go back in the box. This go on here. Let it go in there like that. Okay. Boom, boom. Oh, we forgot our brass bushing, and we put that away, didn't we? We put it back in that box because we got ahead of ourselves. We sure did, boys and girls. You guys should have said, "Hey, OG, stop, stop." Right there. Shoving a bearing in there would be just as nice too, actually. Even nicer probably. Just like that. I'm losing that tooth on that clutch, but I always have a little bit more room. Now, I believe we are done with this.
won't stand up like that. It's not bowed around it or anything. I find that intriguing. Now we still have 47s, 49s. So we have all the proper spur gears that we need. Put those back in there. Those back in there. Big shout out to my brother Chino. I haven't talked about him in a while. He's going through his thing. I'm going through my thing, but we still keep in touch. I thank him all the time for checking on you, man. He's always checking in on me to see if I'm doing okay and all that. And I greatly appreciate you, bro. Greatly appreciate you, Chino. Love and respect to you and your wife and the little one. Love you, brother. Greatly respect Chino. A big shout out to him. Shout out to Amp. Shout out to all the guys that keep an eye on me. Urban and Rinks. And yeah, all the good guys. And hit the Gas Nitro RC and the boys. The boys. So, I'm sorry for leaving anybody out. That's why I don't like doing it, but I just figured I'd give a couple names out real quick. So, he's good to go. Let's get him back in there. Get him back in there. Boom. And boom. And boom. Just like that. Get over here now. Can't see nothing. They can't see nothing. We can't see nothing. All right. Good, and he's locked in now. Oh, look at that, boys and girls. And that's a perfect mesh, just the way that's lined up like that right now. And yes, we're going to put the old hardware back in him. Yes, we are. But we're going to Loctite them and put them in by hand. Or I will run them in with the zip gun and just touch off on them. But I can't do that until I get everything in. The rear end's got to go back in. Braces got to go back in. Then I can strap the motor down. If I do it now, I can't put the Loctite on there. So now the battle of the dog bone. You guys know how this goes once in a while. Sometimes it goes with no problem. Sometimes it's a problem. Let's get one side in at a time, if we can. Okay. There's that one. Let's find the one with the chewed up head. That's one that's going on the top. It's not really that important. Thought we had one with a chewed up head, didn't we? Could be that one. Nope, it's this one. I will not Loctite these in. Just for the reason that you got to cut out the tube if they get stuck. Okay. There's one. And here's two. Oh, I didn't know that. I forgot that one broke. his dog barking like always. You know, who worries about keeping him quiet? Just let him bark. Just let him bark. He'll be all right. And now we can move that over once we get these locked down and get them tight. Cheap screwdrivers, boy. Cheap screwdrivers. Cheap, 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 cheap. Come on, bro. Nope. Just wanting to zip in at an angle. Okay, like that. All we did was touch it. We didn't even click it. Back it off. Oh. There it is. All right. Now, the two bottom ones. One. Two. Two. Okay. Now our side braces. Probably gonna be able to get this done, boys and girls. Might be a 40-minute video by now, but we're gonna be close. We're going to be close. Okay. Put these down here. Shock screws back in. Zip. Linkage back on before we forget. Okay, shock spring, everything's in. Look at that, just a little click. Perfect. Perfect gear mesh with a 17 in there. 17 tooth from an 18 to a 17, and the gear mesh lined up perfectly. It's got, you guys see that wobble? That's just enough. Yes, it is. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That's just right. Click it, turn on the quarter turn, check it again, quarter turn, check it again, quarter turn.
Because don't ever think everything's perfectly round when they're made by the hundreds of thousands, because they're not. So you never know if it's going to be round or odd shaped or whatever, and you got to move it over and adjust it a little bit just because it fits good in one spot. That's a little looser than that is, but it's not bad. Still plenty good enough. Plenty good enough. And besides that, if it loosens up when we eat anything out of that, more than likely it'll eat the spur gear, not the clutch bell. So I'm going to sacrifice one or the other. I'd rather sacrifice a $12 spur gear or $9 spur gear than a $24 clutch bell any day of the week, because clutch bells are not cheap. Hold on, guys, let me check time. All right, boys and girls, according to the time clock, we are about an hour in, so this turned into a good long one, and we are going to stop right there. We're not going to put the wheels and tires back on because that's nothing really major. We're already far enough in as it is, like I said, and we got done what we wanted to get done. Instead of taking it into 2 videos, we made it into one good one, one long one. If you watch it, love and respect and appreciate you. Oh, do I ever. If you don't make it all the way through, I totally understand. Some people like it, some people don't. But it's one's seating and one's not. That's a little weird. That's real weird, actually. Cups are the same, right? Yeah, the cups are the same, exact same. No spacers up here either. Okay. Well, anywho, we'll leave him like that. We're going to get his wheels and tires put back on him, and call it a wrap. Get his body back on him, and the problem is ready to go back to being a pain in my butt, being the problem that he is. There you go. Boom. There's the end of the thumbnail. So if you guys made it this far, I love and respect and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Big shout out to my, oh man, you guys got me moving up so fast. I'm almost at 790, I think. 790 am I almost at? Yeah, 790 subs, I think, or whatever. What was it? Not gonna make me look, guys. Yeah, 788. You guys got me almost at 790. We're getting so close to 800, boys and girls. So close. And I thank each and every one of you guys who made it this far. Do OG a favor. Smash the like button. OG's RCs coming at you from the RC Corner. Resurrection, the problem, one more time. Episode 168. How do we know, guys? Because we write stuff down and then we scratch it out and we're done. But hit the like button if you would, please. Big smash the thumbs up button for me. Hit the bell for notifications. You know what OG's always in the RC Corner, getting shit done, breaking shit, fixing shit, talking shit, just all kinds of shit in the corner. You guys know how it is. But yeah, smash the like button, hit the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a channel subscriber, and drop a comment down below. More importantly, love the interaction, love hearing from you guys. Let me know what you think, what you got going on. Let me know what's going on for 2026. Let me know how you're finishing out 2025 if you want to. Love the interaction in the comments. So all that being said, you made it this far. You guys are the rock stars. I love and respect each and every one of you guys. This is OG, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned. One of them over there has got to come up and get fixed. We're probably going to do paintball next. So stay tuned. I'll catch you soon. Peace.